Yes.
Hey, Jerry.
How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Everything's fabulous in my world. Everything's coming down to unwinding, and I could get back out in the scene and start going to see music again.
Mm-hmm.
Yay for me.
Just in time for the holiday season as it comes up in December.
Maybe I should go in January.
There'll
There'll be a lot of donating.
Yeah, right. I know. So,
what's going on with you?
let's see. Not an enormous amount. We're getting. We're going to finally record the new album. I think going to start in the middle of January.
Nice.
It's been a while coming. Trying to get some dates in Europe and the UK for next year.
Right.
We were only there once this year, just in March for a quick thing.
Right.
And so we've, been saying, like, I spoke with our agent over there, and I'm like, we really got to get back there before people forget who we are.
Who you are.
No, because that's what happened to us originally. We started going in 2004. So we went in 2004, and 2005, and 2006. And then in 2007, we went in Europe. And the agent who we dealt with in Europe really pulled a number on us, like big time. Everybody got paid except me, and I lost thousands. And then,
we don't like losing money.
No, but and this was quite a lot of money that we lost. Everybody else did okay, but because of that, we didn't go back in 2008, 2009, and we finally went back in 2011. And remember, we hadn't been in England since 2006, because 2007 was when we went to Europe.
Right.
And one of the clubs that we played at, the guy was yelling at me. He was like, "You packed this place, and you haven't been here in 4 years." Everybody.
So why are you yelling at me?
Well, he was like, why didn't you come back? Why weren't you coming back? Now you got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And he was right. We really did.
Wow. So you're over there, and the crowd is different. They're more into the scene, the music.
Well,
they were into the music scene big time over there.
It depends where you are, like where you're going, and like in England, they have a lot of music clubs that they don't have here. So people will, for instance, form a group, and it'll be like their Tuesday night hang or their, Friday night hang. So they'll maybe like either pay a yearly fee and go to X number of shows, and they're already paid for, right? And so it gives them incentive to show up because they've already paid for it, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe bring some guests, or they'll pay, by the show or whatever. But it's like, remember when you were young and used to go to a particular club on a particular night because it was a hang? It was
yeah.
and you didn't even care who was playing. It was like Joe Blow and the Farts. It was fine. It was just, you went there to meet guys, or if you went to meet girls, or, just hang out
with your friends, yeah,
right.
Go dancing.
And now that we're older, we don't do that anymore. But generally,
I know.
But there, I know.
We used to do, it was Spit on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, it was Uncle Sam's.
I
And
Uncle Sam.
I
Played there a
was
couple
there
times.
all 3 nights.
Right, yeah. Spit was the New Wave Club.
Oh,
right.
What a ball.
Yeah.
What a ball.
And just here on Long Island, there was that whole scene with all that going on.
Yeah.
And then in like I was, Queens boy, so I would go to Manhattan, or, in Queens there was a whole scene going on, which is long, long gone.
Yeah.
So, I was saying, over there, I guess you got people who are saying, well, we might be older, we might be in our 40s or 50s or 60s, but screw that, we're going out. We're going to go out, we're going to go out every, this will be our thing instead of sitting home and watching TV. So.
Every time I move.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And then, like, in what we found in like France, is that people will go out just to see music, and Monday it might be like a funk thing, and they might go out Tuesday for a heavy metal band, and Wednesday it might be a jazz band, and Thursday they don't care. They're not as locked into genres,
Right.
as long as it's good.
Yeah, it
as long
just,
as-
it sounds a lot different than here. You know?
Yeah, here it's like, oh, you're a poser, man. That's not real metal. It's like,
So how do you know what real metal is?
you know, and you do get people here who are real music fans and will go out and just support. Unfortunately, there's a good number of people on Long Island who still will go out, especially if they're retired, and they'll go out and they'll be like, hell with it, I don't got to get up for work. But, you know, there's only so much that you could do. And it's, you know, we have the whole drunk driving laws thing, which they have there, and even worse. I mean, Ireland has 0%. You can't have any alcohol if you're driving.
Wow.
None. So we're in Dublin, and my lovely wife Joanne is sitting there like pounding down Irish whiskey shots, and I'm just sitting there going,
Because you're the designated now.
I'm a designated driver, man. I can't have anything. Yeah,
Does Joanne go with you a lot?
Yeah, always.
Always?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She's well, when it's the full band, when it's the full group, which is 9 pieces, Joanne is a backup singer. So we have 2 backup singers,
Nice.
Joanne and Nancy Hampton, who is has her own group, the Hamptons. And when we went in March, it was just Joanne and I, and we used an English group as a backing group. And Joanne got up on a few of them and sang some backup vocals anyway, which was fun.
Nice. Very good.
That was great. People like it. So,
It's great to have that kind of support.
yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong. There are still, clubs that open and close because they can't get enough people to show regularly. You know, it's a lot of it is dependent, as it is here, on how they're going to promote it. We played a place in southern England. I forgot you remember the name of that place? Worthington Piers.
Oh, wow.
And it's this beautiful 1930s place that fell into disrepair. And the guy, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, bought it and put it back to the whole Art Deco. And I mean, the place is gorgeous.
Wow.
Really nice.
Like walking into a time warp.
Oh, it really is. And it's just so well done. And he put up signs that we were going to be there. And instead of just putting up a sign that said Hitman Blues Band, he put Hitman Blues Band, and then he put all these quotes from all these magazines that have seen us play live and reviewed us, like,
Holy smokes.
You might think to yourself, what a find, and you'd be right. And they blew the place apart. And it worked because we sold the place out. I mean, it was
Very
packed.
cool.
A week or two later, we did a gig up in Leicester at a place, and all the woman did was, and we'd sent out promotional materials. We sent out posters and signs. And all she did was put up a sign that had our name on it, and then very large, her name on the sides, like going down on the side. And that's all. And it was stuck up with like 100 other posters that basically looked exactly the same. I think there was 20 people there.
Yeah. You got to have like when you're doing your promotional work, I find that it's got to be just a little bit different to catch the eye.
And the venue they've got to get involved. They've got to, you ask any of the bands that come on here, how many times they've sent out promotional material to a venue locally, and then they show up at the job and it's not up. There's nothing there.
Nothing there, yeah.
And they're like,
They're expecting you to do all the work.
Right, which you can't.
You can't do everything. You can push it on certain social medias and everything, but you can't physically go to a club every night. Come see my band. Come see my band. Come see my band. Come see my band.
Aside from which, it's like you're a needy ex-girlfriend. It's like
plus
like,
you're also not 20
like us
years
on
old.
Facebook, follow us on YouTube, go to this.
Yeah, and you're not 20 years old. You don't want to be out all night, every night. You know, you can't do that anymore. Well, at least I can't do that anymore. You could probably still do it, not me.
No. I've got to get a decent amount of sleep. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm good in the morning. I'll get up, I'll exercise, I'll be like going, I'll have my coffee, I'll go, and then right about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like a lithium battery. I just drop.
That was me this afternoon at work. We had to take a sexual harassment video.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an hour nap in the hallway.
Yeah, it's not.
Human Resources was laughing at me.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, and if anybody approaches you and says, "Yeah, got it."
No, they know not to touch Sleeping Bear. Sleeping Bear swings when she sleeps.
Good.
They're like,
Got them trained.
they're like, Jerry! They jump. I'm like,
Why did you touch me?
no, this is me when I wake up. Okay, yeah. Oh, sugar snaps, I gotta get back to work. I'm one of those. Takes a while.
Yeah, but it makes you a better person because you've got that little break, that little refreshment, right? And there, now you're raring to go for another like 2 hours until you need another nap. Yeah.
No, my next nap is gonna be from 10 o'clock at night till about 5 o'clock in the morning.
So
Melatonin induced tonight.
what they hear, we sleep all night, we get up and we do it, you work all day. I noticed like in France, as an example, at like maybe 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, everything closes. I mean, not in Paris, but in southern
Right.
France. And that's it. Man, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, all the stores are closed. Everybody has a really long lunch. They take a nap, they relax. And then about, 1 o'clock, 1:30, whatever, everybody goes back and starts working again.
Get out of here, that long of a nap? Was they siesta like Mexico?
Yeah, in Italy, it's longer.
I am so doing the wrong job, and I am so living in the wrong place.
Yeah, well,
Anyhow, let's talk about how you got started in the wonderful music business.
yes. Well, my
You're
father...
a college dropout. Bad boy.
Well, you know what? I graduated high school at 16, and I went right into college, and that was a mistake. I don't like school. I never did.
But you graduated at 16.
Yeah, that's because when I was, when I was growing up, you could take a test in 6th grade called the SP test, with a special program, whatever it was. And if you passed it, you got a choice. In junior high school, you could go for 2 years, or for 3 years, the normal thing. So you had 7th, 8th, and 9th, or if it was the 2 year, it was just 7th and 9th. And you skipped 8th. And everybody said, oh, don't, the 2 years going to be really hard. They're going to pack all this stuff in, and, you're going to have to work 3 times as hard. And I thought, I'm going to skip a year of school, man. So what the wind-up is they just basically skipped 8th grade. They didn't pack any more stuff on. They're just like,
Wow.
art, you don't need that. You don't need that. Math, here, kind of.
The only thing I got was you can do math and science, or you can do this one and the other one, and it was English and something else. So, I went for the easy English stuff.
Yeah.
English and science, I think it was in high school.
Yeah, English was. I still don't know what conjugating a verb means, but I'm reasonably good at English.
Thank God I have editors.
Well, and then in high school, if you took a full day in 12th grade, you got out in January instead of in June. So
I so did something wrong.
So that's a year and a half off.
I don't think I got that note.
Yeah.
I don't think I got that note.
So it was. So that's how. I mean, I didn't get out with a high average, but I was out. And then I went to Cardozo, and then I went to what people call Cardozo Senior, which is Queensborough Community College.
Okay.
Where I majored in getting high, and it was there that I met Joanne as well.
Oh,
yes.
true
at first.
love.
Well, then we didn't see each other for 20 years or 30 years, and then we got back. But yes, during that time, I knew I wanted to play music because my father was a musician, and I liked the idea of sleeping until noon and getting up and working and staying out all night and playing, and it sounded like other people had fathers who were cops and bakers, and that was normal for them, and for me this was normal. And what I didn't see coming, of course, was the whole DJ thing, which kind of
it put a damper on a whole bunch of stuff.
It destroyed the
industry, because you have, like your wedding bands and this, that, and the other thing. Now it's like, I got my DJ for the wedding. It's like, what happened to the band?
I did that work. I did weddings and bar mitzvahs and
mitzvahs.
I did a lot of country clubs and private. I worked for what they called society offices, where you played for very, very rich people who would not give you a second glance if they saw you on the street.
Yeah.
But you're playing for them, so now you're okay.
Yeah.
I did things like the Royal Ball for the Prince of Malta.
Nice.
Other royalty-like things where you see these people whose entire lives are spent going to parties. This is what they do. And it's so difficult.
Well, we work our asses off.
Oh, it's so hard. I have to go to this gala tomorrow, and then Thursday
I don't know what shoes to wear.
And I get
I love this guy, so funny.
It was at the point where, because we didn't get fed. Right?
Yeah.
I was a freelancer. I worked for a number of different orchestras, and we wouldn't get fed, so I would eat sneak food from the cocktail, and basically I was living on caviar. And which I didn't really like, but I was starving, so eating these little crackers with fish eggs and onions on it, and just shoving it in my mouth as fast as I could to kind of carry me over through the gig.
Wow.
But those were different days also, because I would be playing with, let's say a 14 or a 17 piece band, right? And a lot of the times, first of all, they didn't have a PA system. Okay?
Yeah.
I had to sing through my amplifier. Second of all, they didn't want to hire a bass player and a guitar player, so I had to double, which is how I learned to play bass. I've been playing bass for 30-some odd years.
How did you double?
Well, you play bass on all the standards, Gershwin and Berlin and Porter and all that stuff, and sometimes, I'd have to do all the waltzes, and, we'd do quadrilles and centennials and coming out parties, things like that. And then they would say, okay, rock. And I would get up, I'd switch over to the guitar, and the entire band would sit down. We're not playing that crap. So out of a 18-piece band, it would be me, an acoustic piano, and a drummer.
My God.
And, we might be playing for 500 people. And me singing through the amplifier. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Now they have PA systems, now, and they hire a bass player, and it's a...
Are you in the mood to play us a tune?
Sure.
Okay, so let's do this. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, Russ will play a song for us. We'll be right back.
Do that.
ALJ Service Center, 2100 Belmore Avenue in Belmore. Ray and the crew have an outstanding reputation in the Belmore community, built by hard work, honesty, and professionalism. ALJ specializes in computer diagnostics for today's modern automobiles. Whether it's domestic or foreign, ALJ assures your vehicle is at peak performance when it leaves. ALJ also offers expert restoration and repair on vehicles, as well as antique, classic, and muscle cars. Call ALJ for your automotive needs. 516-409-4433. Once again, that number is 516-409-4433.
This is Jerry Ann Casola. She has just finished working on a collection of short stories about the love and joy rescue animals can bring. Each chapter contains a message about how people should and could be kinder to animals. The book is rated G, meaning family friendly. To order Life in the Pits, send $13 to paypal.me/Jerrianne Casola. Welcome to Tristan Morris Photography. We specialize in weddings, sweet 16s, and events of all kinds. Our highly trained team of photographers and videographers customize each shoot specifically for your event. Large or small, indoors or out, trust Tristan Morris Photography to show you and yours in the best light. Call today for your appointment at 516-541-6000. That's 516-541-6000. And enjoy our website at tristanmorrisphotography.com.
Pit of Our Souls, a nonprofit animal rescue that deals primarily with pit bulls but will never turn away any dog, no matter what breed or size. Their primary focus is not only to rescue and rehome those in need, but to educate and rehabilitate to prevent the cycle from continuing. Pit of Our Souls offers boarding, training, and as much assistance as possible to those in need. Call Pit of Our Souls 516-308-6221 or check out their website www.pitofoursoulsrescue.com. ALJ Service.
Hi, and we're back with Russ the Hitman. Woo-hoo. Tell us what you're gonna do for us.
Okay, well, this is probably going to be the title song on the new album. See, I'm old, I say album. Although they say vinyl is coming back.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
people-
interesting.
Yeah, anybody still got a record player?
I do.
You do?
At my mommy's house.
Yes. Right. Yeah, they're selling them now that go into the USB port, and it's amazing. Yeah, but Paul Gilmore was our bass player for a couple of years. You know Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And he gave me this phrase that I'd never heard before. It's what you say when somebody's trying to drag you into their own little private nightmare.
Okay.
Right? And it's not my circus, not my monkey. And it became my go-to phrase, and I said, I'm going to write a song about that. I'm giving him part credit on the lyrics because I never heard it before, and I never would have written it if he hadn't told me. But, all right, so this is, on the album, of course, it's arranged for, a full band, a full horn section, backup singers. Well, because that's what we do.
Sick.
All right, so I can't imitate that with a acoustic guitar, but just use your imagination.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I met this girl with a winning smile. We had some drinks and then we talked a while. She leaned up close and whispered in my ear. She said, I hope my boyfriend doesn't show up here. Say what? She said her ex kinda lost his mind. Not only that, he was the jealous kind. Special forces till they kicked him out. She looked around to see if he's about. She said, be ready, things might get funky. I said, ho, not my circus, not my monkey. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey see. Yeah, but I'm not you. I got a burger from the all-night stand. This guy walks over with an open hand. He says, hey buddy, could you spare some change? I haven't eaten and I'm feeling strange. I said, check something, but he shook his head. If you don't mind, I'd rather have the bread. If you could spare just a little more. I'll take us someplace where we both could score. Now, I'm no angel, but I ain't no junkie. I said, ho, not my circus, not my monkey. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey see. Yeah, but I'm not you. I like to think that I'm a caring man, and we're all part of a bigger plan. Sometimes when it's said and done, you better pack your things and run. The general contractor had a worried frown. He said that ceiling's got to come on down. But all his crew had a day of rest, and he was trying just to do his best. He pointed up, he pointed way up high, where even pigeons were afraid to fly. Wants me to climb up there and risk my skin. I said, buddy, I'm just here to plug stuff in. I'd like to help you, but I ain't that spunky. I said, ho, not my circus, not my monkey. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey see. Yeah, but I ain't you. Not my circus, not my monkey. Ook.
Oh, all right. That is awesome. I like that. I do say at work, it is my castle, but they're not my flying monkeys.
Oh, there you go. That's it. Yeah, apparently he said it was an old Polish saying, but I've since found out that it's kind of a international get away from me kind of a saying. That's good.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty funny saying, but damn, great song.
Oh, thank you.
Great song. Love it.
So I think we're gonna use that. I did a song last time I was on here. That'll be on it.
Okay.
We found out, or I found out, a couple of months ago. The last album that we did was called "The World Moves On," and Mikey Vitale, Mikey V, was the saxophone player on it. Right now he's on doing a thing at Town Hall in Manhattan with Johnny Gale, who was my producer on a number of things, and an old friend of mine, also a guy who I bugged for lessons every day for a year. Yeah, he's like the guitar hero. Local Johnny Gale is great musician. And
Wait a minute, you took guitar lessons?
oh hell yeah! I took guitar lessons, I took vocal lessons, I took breathing lessons, yeah, sure.
I just thought it was all natural.
No, not
I
even
think that
close.
sometimes.
I also had severe stage fright,
No
which
way.
which I had to learn to get over.
How do you get over that one?
You don't fight it.
Okay.
When you have, like, I read that people are more afraid of public speaking than they are of dying.
I'm horrific. You got to
Right.
see me. They're like, "Oh, could you go up there and announce this band?" I'm like, "Okay, but I can do this
You can do this.
with the greatest of ease. None of this phases me."
Well, it's kind of, then next time you have to speak, just pretend you're here. Well, the thing is, when you have stage fright,
Good idea.
don't fight it, because you're not going to win. What you have to do is you have to use the energy that you get from being afraid to kind of propel you, to make you move. And once you start, 9 out of 10 times you're okay.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever it is that you're thinking in your head is going to happen, it's a lot worse than anything that actually is going to happen. I have had some horrific experiences on stage.
Oh, do tell.
But,
Disaster stories. Here we come.
oh yeah, no, I'm not even going to get into this. But the thing is that most of the time, when you're afraid of public speaking, you're afraid of almost anything. The thing that's playing out in your head is nothing like what's going to happen. And if you listen to it, you're you're getting crushed before you even start. You have to kind of learn to just accept the fact that you're afraid and go ahead and do it anyway, and try as much as possible to not let all that negative stuff in your head convince you otherwise, that that you're
Kind of like me going on the Wonder Wheel. Terrified
Oh,
of that
yeah,
darn
I
thing. Terrified of that. I went on.
Yes.
I went
Well,
on.
good for you. I mean, there are certain things that you don't have to do. You don't have to go on the Wonder Wheel.
No, I
But-
had to go on the Wonder
Well, if you
Wheel.
have to, then you have to.
I had to.
I had to. I don't like heights. I'm not really good with ladders. I had to climb a ladder multiple times to get to the top of an airplane hangar. I was not happy about it.
Yeah.
All I kept saying as I'm climbing up is, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. And that was okay. And then when I had to climb back down again, I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
thanks.
look down and just, where is that rung? It's there someplace, but I'm not going to look. And then when I got on it,
I
I was
just
just
get
like,
out of the back of the
go
plane.
down, go down, go down. And,
Yeah, no, that won't work for me.
But at any rate, Mikey called me up or texted me, and he said, that album is kicking ass on Spotify. I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
saw you had a lot of streams.
Yeah, it's like, he sent me a screenshot. We got like 500,000 streams on Spotify. And nobody was more surprised than me. I said, where my money? We did get some residuals, through CD Baby. Not anywhere near what you would think, because you get about 0.44 cents per stream. So in other words, if you get 10 streams, you get 4.4 cents. But you don't actually get 4.4 cents because CD Baby takes part of that.
You see the look on my face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Streaming is YouTube. YouTube, you get 0.0. I think it's 0.006 cents. So if you get 100 streams, no, it's supposed to be 0.06 cents. No, it's 0.006 cents. So if you get 100 streams, you get 6 cents on YouTube. Yeah, it's a brave new world.
Jerry, pick your jaw up. Yes. Jerry, please pick your jaw up. Wow. That is mind-blowing that
And-
you put all that work and all that money and all the time into it, and that's
why it's so difficult to come out with new albums now, because people will stream instead of buying albums. And if you're going to make an album, you're spending thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. And you're not making that back on streaming. And if somebody has a Spotify account or a Pandora account, most of the time it's a free account, and you're just the money's not coming in.
of course not.
But what I'm hoping for is, I'm thinking, well, if we got 500,000 streams, and assuming that they're not all like 5 guys in Wisconsin streaming it over and over again, then that's a number of people around the world who might be listening to it, and maybe we could get them to come out to concerts.
Well, yeah, come out to
Shows.
concerts, and that's where you could sell,
We could sell tea cozies and magnets and T-shirts.
tea cozies.
Well, you have enough T-shirts, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm sure you got more. Do you have a tea cozy?
I don't even know what the heck that is.
A beer cozy. Do you have a beer cozy? It's a thing that you put your beer in to keep
I
it cold.
don't drink beer.
Oh, okay. How about a wine cozy? For your white wine.
I don't drink white wine either.
All right,
Good
well,
Lord, I am so lame.
when you're touring, merchandise is what really keeps you going.
Swag,
Because-
baby. Swag.
Really, because the gigs, most of the time, what you get paid for the gigs, unless you're up there, you're like
Yeah.
Adele or Beyonce or something.
Oh.
When you're Joe Schmo,
We have a phone call.
really cool.
Put him through. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hi, you're on the air with Russ and Jerry. Hello?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
no,
prank phone call.
yeah.
At least it's not a ring and run.
Hey, do you have Prince Albin in a can? So Would you like to hear one of the songs?
Yeah, of course I want to hear. I want to hear everything. I'm nosy.
I'll play.
I love when he plays. You must
play.
love when he plays. His gorgeous wife is sitting on the sides, and she is his biggest support, and I love this woman. I do. You're a great girl.
This is the title track, The World Moves On. This got like a couple of 100,000 streams, so I guess somebody likes it. But all of the song, almost every song that I write is about something from my life. You know, if it's not from my life, for the few that are not, then it's about somebody who I'm, close with. Something happened to them.
Yeah.
Or I have one or two songs that I've written about just someone that I read about, but everything else is here. This is basically about the fact that as we get older, we have to deal with the way that neighborhoods change, and people change, neighborhoods die,
break down.
Neighborhoods die, and,
Yeah.
and people die, and we have to learn how to handle it because the world moves on. Well, I knew this day was coming. Each beginning has an end. But it's just too hard to face it. It's so easy to pretend. Smiling faces caught forever, living in a photograph. And the sun is getting lower as we hit the second half. Now the world moves on, but the center's gone, and I can't hold on as the world moves on. All the good times I remember, I didn't recognize them then. Now the buildings all are falling, and they can never rise again. And did I ever really thank you? Did you know how good you've done? I sing the blues after midnight, while shadows rise up one by one. How the world moves on, but my center's gone, and I can't hold on as the world moves on. Yeah, the world moves on. Oh, now my center's gone, and I can't hold on as the world moves on.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you.
And what kind of inspires you to write a song? Like, you're just driving down the street and something just pops in your head, or
Well, no,
just memories?
well, I mean, my father died,
Oh,
and
no.
that is, he died in 2002, and I wrote a song then, and which I've never actually recorded, and then when, as right around the time that I wrote this, a number of other people died as well,
Oh.
and that kind of all
Rolled it.
coalesced into that. As I kind of looked at it, and I realized, nothing stays the same. This is in the Middle Ages, where the town that you grew up in is the town that your parents grew up in, and your grandparents and your grandkids are going to grow up, and your great-grand. Everything changes. The place that you grew up probably no longer exists in the way that you remember it, at least not
Yeah.
in my neighborhood where I grew up. And people that you thought would be there forever, they're not. You're not going to be there forever. The world just keeps going on. So I wrote a song about it.
Nice. It was a great song.
Thank you.
Very, very good. All right, we're going to take one more commercial break. We'll be back, and then we'll wrap it up with Russ. Woo!
ALJ Service Center, 2100 Belmore Avenue in Belmore. Ray and the crew have an outstanding reputation in the Belmore community, built by hard work, honesty, and professionalism. ALJ specializes in computer diagnostics for today's modern automobiles. Whether it's domestic or foreign, ALJ assures your vehicle is at peak performance when it leaves. ALJ also offers expert restoration and repair on vehicles as well as antique, classic, and muscle cars. Call ALJ for your automotive needs. 516-409-4433. Once again, that number is 516-409-4433.
This is Jerry Ann Casola. She has just finished working on a collection of short stories about the love and joy rescue animals can bring. Each chapter contains a message about how people should and could be kinder to animals. The book is rated G, meaning family friendly. To order Life in the Pits, send $13 to paypal.me/Jerryann Casola. Welcome to Tristan Morris Photography. We specialize in weddings, sweet 16s, and events of all kinds. Our highly trained team of photographers and videographers customize each shoot specifically for your event. Large or small, indoors or out, trust Tristan Morris Photography to show you and yours in the best light. Call today for your appointment at 516-541-6000. That's 516-541-6000. And enjoy our website at tristanmorrisphotography.com.
Pit of Our Souls, a nonprofit animal rescue that deals primarily with pit bulls but will never turn away any dog, no matter what breed or size. Their primary focus is not only to rescue and rehome those in need, but to educate and rehabilitate to prevent the cycle from continuing. Pit of Our Souls offers boarding, training, and as much assistance as possible to those in need. Call Pit of Our Souls 516-308-6221 or check out their website www.pitofoursoulsrescue.com. ALJ Service Center, 2100 Belmore Avenue in Belmore. Ray and the crew have an
The paw. Yeah. Oh, we're back. What happened to my commercials?
That was 3 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, what a blonde moment I had. So we were just talking about something really interesting. Do tell about what you're doing, this little stick fighting stuff.
Oh, well, I started
This is cool stuff.
in almost 3 years ago. I started learning Krav Maga, which is the Israeli fighting technique. There's different ones. The one that I study is CT 707, Counterterrorism 707. It's what the Israeli army, like the army guys, taught by guys who studied and served and things. And it's interesting. It definitely got me into better shape.
Okay.
I mean, I actually have muscles. Like, who knew? So, because
there are muscles underneath those shirts.
That's right, and as you know, it's very. You can't have Krav Maga tournaments because everything's illegal. Well, no,
I'm in.
Because this isn't sport fighting. This is like somebody's trying to kill you, and you don't want to be killed. So you want to get away from it as fast as possible and do whatever you have to do to not let them kill you. Throw punches, eye gouging,
like throw punches.
Eye gouging, ear busting, kidney and liver punches, groin, all of that, breaking the, all of that is like absolutely what they teach you and how you can do it. And this other gentleman, he was a former undercover narcotics officer, and then he was a corrections officer, and then he was J-Lo's bodyguard. He started teaching there, and he teaches Filipino fighting, which is eskrima stick fighting. And the sticks, the sticks are there, but the techniques are there whether you have sticks or not. It's the same idea. So he kept saying, oh, you got to come to my class, you got to come to my class, you got to come. If you come, it's on Tuesday nights. If you come for 2 months, you'll see a whole new like you. And I've been going, and it's been interesting.
Okay.
I'm not going tonight, which means I have to get up on Sunday and go.
All right,
but
we have a call. We have a
do.
call. Who's calling in? No?
Nobody wants to talk to us.
Prank phone call number 2. Thank you very much. Got it? That is so cool, though.
Well, the real thing was that I noticed I started gaining weight for no particular reason.
Thyroid?
And yeah, I mean, I've always weighed about, I go up a couple of pounds a year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I started going up like 10, 15 pounds, and I thought, this isn't good, because nothing's changed. Nothing changed. It didn't change my diet, it didn't change my drinking or anything.
You get older, the body slows down.
But once I started doing this, the warm-up before you do anything, for Krav Maga, not the stick fighting, is, you do push-ups and then skip rope and, jog and then crunches and then more sit-ups and then more jumping rope and then squats. And you do this for like 15, 20 minutes. And
you don't want to work out after?
Well, no, and then you're warmed up and then you start fighting. And I gotta admit, and things called bear crawls, which I hated, and frickin', what do they call them? I forgot the name for it now. It's like you go down and you do a push up and then you jump up and clap your hands. Anyway, burpees. Yes, thank you. Yeah. In fact, I'm doing this burpee thing where you do 25 burpees every morning. I'm up to week 3. And I'm at the point now where I do 25 burpees in the morning as soon as I get up. And I'm almost at the point where I don't feel like I'm dying when I'm done, which is good. It's an improvement.
Okay.
No, the thing is that
that won't work for me.
I noticed that it did, but from all of this crap, I did actually get in better shape and I stopped gaining weight. So it's probably water weight. Probably like water weight.
You probably just need to jump your metabolism or something,
Yeah, maybe,
When we get up there in age,
just keep moving.
Things happen. Like I could barely walk now. I'm knuckle dragging, the usual stuff. But
well, I broke my ankle in 2012, And when I first started at this Krav Maga place, they were like, okay, we're going to jog psych, I can't jog. Okay, we're going to do I can't do jumping jacks. Okay, we're going to skip, I can't skip rope. Now I do all that stuff
Yeah.
because it loosens up. But I know if I stop, it gets really
Yeah, you stiffen up. Yeah.
stiffen up
Yeah.
again. So I guess I'll kind of have to keep doing it until
You keep
know.
doing it, and I'll run up and down the stairs.
There you
And
go.
See, my momentum now is like I got the momentum. I'm going down the stairs, but now I can't stop, so I have to crash into the wall. Or my knee gives out. So if my knee gives out, I'm going down the stairs. I'm literally going to tumble. So I might as well just go get the momentum and have a permanent black and blue on my.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
right. But it's exercise. You're moving.
Exactly. I am. I'm moving. I went up the stairs. I rolled down this. I got to get the pillow and bump down again. That's going to be good. Anyway, we are out of time. I thank you so much for being on. You are amazing.
Thank you. Can I just announce that
Yes, go right ahead. We got a couple more minutes.
Our albums and streaming stuff is available on CD Baby and Amazon, I believe, for like the download, the downloadable versions. And, it's on all the... It's not on Pandora. For some reason, Pandora just does not have us. But Spotify has us, and Apple, iTunes has us, and Deezer has us, and Tidal has us, and all these other streaming services that I've just learned about. So we're on all of those things. So if you'd like to contribute 0.44 cents to our new album fund, then please stream our stuff and tell your friends. And you can find Hitman Blues Band. If you just look that up, I think it's one word on Spotify. Hitman Blues Band. In fact, it's
Hitman Blues Band, you got it.
and it's that on I think all the streaming services. Just Hitman Blues Band, and we have our YouTube channel as well, which is also one word, Hitman Blues Band. But we don't get no money for that. Because, we don't have enough subscribers.
All right.
It's a whole other world, Jerry. It's
I
not
know,
like
it's
it was.
weird out there. It's weird out there.
It's strange.
Yes, it is.
We used to wish that we could have like international distribution. Now we do,
And
but
it
it's a whole different
sucks.
thing.
All right.
All right. Thank you for having me.
You're
That was
welcome.
very sweet of you. I appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for Joanne for
Thanks,
coming too. His wife is so wonderful. You got to meet her. Anyway, guys, we're out of time. We'll see you next week. Chasing Fruit Loops, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Woo!
Well,
My girlfriend Tara tried to call and I wasn't cranking.